Okay, we did leave those here. That's good. I didn't remember.
So we got 4 doors to go in to there. This is apparently why you have to have 2 vehicles, because they don't all fit in here. The old green to the rescue as usual. I keep forgetting that you haven't been here.
No. No, I have not. Wow. Wow. That looks so good. It looks so good from the road, too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so impressed. Let's move. Let's go. I'm ready to go.
So we're on the start of the 3rd full week now of work here on the building. So exciting stuff going on. As always, they're moving along pretty quickly. Gonna be working on some windows this week, probably some doors, and we'll see what else we get into. This is 37, 38. That gives us a couple inches above, so that'll work perfect. So we'll just mount it right to the bottom of this.
The windows were something we thought long and hard about in this build. We wanted to maximize the view as much as possible while also making sure that there was a lot of natural light.
There's your door into your utility and storage. So do you want it in this bay here?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you want to favor this post? Do you want it in the middle? Do you want to favor that post? The windows I have marked.
So I would say just however that kind of lays out so that it looks pretty symmetrical on this side with the door.
All right.
That should be fine.
So we'll probably put it like right here somewhere.
Okay.
Give or take based on the lines.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember what size that is.
Oh, here's the upstairs right here. Oh dang, this isn't the right though. They changed it. I went off that sheet in the trailer. See, I just don't know why when you look at the side view, it looks like those windows are higher. Do you know what I mean? When they're the same. Where's that one view I saw? Like that. Doesn't that not look like that sits higher than that?
That one on the left.
They have these set down lower than that one. Do you want them all the same height? Or would you, so these, would you like the same height off the floor?
I would say so.
The same?
Probably.
Okay,
yeah.
That's what I'll do then.
I don't know why they would be different.
Well, the porch roof has to make that, moves that up. So I'll put these will, because that's going to be higher. I'll put these the same height off the floor as these bottom ones.
Yeah, that'll work.
And then this one, if I can keep it close to that, I will.
Okay.
But I'd like to have 6 inches between the roof and the bottom of the window.
Okay. So if that window went up a little higher, I don't think that would be a problem because the one right underneath it is higher anyway, so...
I mean, it's fine. So the porch comes across and then it hits right here. So it's going to angle down. I run a 2x12 across, so I can cut this out. I just got to figure out where that angle is.
But you know what I'm saying? Because those windows are even and those look even, and then this one is out, that canning room is slightly higher anyway, so if it was slightly higher up there...
Sure.
As the frames of the window boxes were completed and in place, Paul moved on to doors as well as cutting out the window boxes. This is the first time we get to see through the windows, so to speak.
I think honestly one of the coolest parts so far has been watching them cut out those window boxes and then looking out the window essentially. There's no window there, of course, but actually seeing the view cut out of there so there's nothing obstructing it. I think that's actually, so far, since I've been out here for most of the build, it's one of the coolest moments that I've had just up to this point. I'm sure there's plenty more to come. Yeah, we kept this little space in here without windows just because that's like the only place to put a TV, so.
The next step was putting on the exterior house wrap.
It's another interesting moment in time right now because I'm about to see the building closed in for the first time. They're doing the house wrap right now. All these different stages of seeing the building go up, walls go up, then the roof on, but you can still see through everything, obviously. So right now, seeing everything closed in, and then they'll be cutting out the windows so that you can see back out again. Love seeing all the different stages here that it goes through.
I thought the house wrap and closing in the structure might make it feel smaller, but honestly, it seemed to do the exact opposite. While Jake and Cash started work on the soffit, Paul was installing entry doors.
One down, 4 to go.
All right, so Paul's about to put in the front door right now. So of course the porch is not in place yet. We'll have a peak over top of this door, which will make it look different, but this is gonna be the front door, so exciting.
Shortly after finishing the front door, rock was being delivered to bring the interior of the building up to grade. Day by day, things seemed to change immensely. And in a few more days, the building would drastically change once again. Footings were marked and ready to be poured, soffit was being finished, and the crew was working on the inside perimeter of the building, installing insulation below where the concrete slab will be poured. Paul also wanted a couple of extra footings on the inside to hold up the header that spans across the living area. He mentioned that this is really overkill, but it doesn't cost a ton extra to make it rock solid. I've always dreamed of having a vehicle lift, and now we have the shop area to do that. So we measured out the placement of this.
12 feet to the nearest obstruction.
Yep. And then 12 feet, I think, so that it has 24 total.
I would say we bring it like 13, just to...
Yeah, so you have a little bit of space. You don't have a right up against the wall.
Well, because, let's say my truck is 20 feet, so you'd only have like 3 feet. So do you want to go, I mean, I'll show you where 13, 14 is, and you can kind of decide.
Yeah, okay.
Because like you get your pickup truck in here, you might only have a couple feet in the front, and maybe you want a workbench here. Right. So
yeah, I think
you want me to give you a couple extra feet for a workbench?
Yeah.
You want to do like 15? That would give you a 2-foot workbench if you want, plus 4 feet, and 4 to 6 feet in front of your truck.
Let's see what that looks like, I think.
We'll shoot for 15 and then we'll see what that looks like. From outside edge to outside edge is 11 feet 9 inches. 11 feet 9 and then 15 out. Now we just gotta come back to 15.
The holes were dug and of course water in them too. It wasn't long before the porch was going up. I was gone for a few days, and of course, with the way these guys work, I came back to this. There's a lot more work about to start very soon with windows and plumbing and exterior metal, but let's talk about it on the porch.
Well, this is lovely.
Welcome back, everyone, to our porch. What are we calling
From the
these?
front porch.
So obviously some things have changed behind us drastically, and I would love to say that we were going to keep up with this enough to come sit here and talk multiple times, but Paul is a very efficient worker.
Yes, and life sort of happened in the last few weeks.
We have been...
So those two combined is...
Yeah. We have been extremely busy, obviously, with all this going on, but I'm trying to get some stuff ready for my lawn season for the fall, and...
Our niece is getting married this year, so that's been keeping us busy with things, so...
On Instagram, if you're not following us there, this is where you see more of the real-time stuff going on. That's at Westbury Acres on Instagram. We put out a story probably a week or so ago and said, if you have any questions about anything going on, we'll answer those on our sit down here.
Yes.
So we're gonna go hopefully some rapid fire through some of these because otherwise this could get really lengthy. And
Do you have them ready?
I don't have that kind of editing time right now. So the first question, I believe, or what is the projected finish date on the house?
I would like to know the answer to that as well, actually. We have a
don't know.
timeline in mind. We would really love to be in here by Thanksgiving. That may mean that our bathroom is a porta potty and our kitchen is a camping stove. The supply chain stuff is very difficult. Paul and his crew are amazing. They're doing a great job. They're moving along at a fast clip, but they're not the only ones involved in the process. So the reality, we don't know, but we are dreaming by Thanksgiving.
I asked Paul that question and he said, tell them that the builder says not soon enough.
That's probably true.
What part or room are you each most excited
Oh
about?
my gosh, that's a tough question.
For me, it's going to be my studio. I think I know your answer probably.
I'm gonna have to say the canning kitchen.
Yeah.
Close second, this is gonna sound weird, close second to the laundry room. I'm really looking forward to not sorting laundry in the living room floor anymore.
Okay.
Canning kitchen.
What's the first meal that is going to be cooked in the kitchen?
Spaghetti. Spaghetti is kind of that's the very first meal I ever cooked for Ryan
That's true.
when we were dating. So that might have to be it.
What was something that surprised you during the process of building?
Actually, I'm surprised at how fast it's gone. I kind of, because I don't get to come out here every day. I'm doing a lot of our business stuff at our house. It would change drastically. I mean, Ryan would text me and say, oh, they got all the house wrap up. Oh, they're doing the porch today. And I'm like, what? I just can't keep up. They've worked very quickly.
I would say for me, it's probably just the continued decision making. You feel like you have a lot of things planned out, but then every day it's still something comes up where you're like, what do you want to do about this? And you kind of have to just...
That's just because you hate that part.
In the moment decide. But I was thinking that, we have it all planned out, and there's a lot of decisions that still are made sort of on the fly, I would say.
Yeah.
Rocking chairs versus Adirondack chairs.
Rocking chairs. Here's the thing.
We're sitting in Adirondack chairs right now.
Yes, and they're wonderful if you're going to sit by a fire or if you're going to sit and stay in place. But it is very, very far back.
Yeah.
And so there's just something about a rocking chair, the little bit of subtle movement, that's my go-to.
Yep. What has been the most difficult, challenging part of the building process so far?
it's really been the variety of timelines because we may be the first people in the entire Midwest to have garage doors before we're ready to have garage doors installed. That's not the case for a lot of people. But when there are things coming in, when are people going to show up, and not being able to just clip along at the same pace that our building crew is doing, that's been difficult for me.
Yep. Next question is, first beer on the completed porch will be what?
Oh.
Now, you have to understand...
This is the same as spaghetti.
You have to understand that a lot of people see me drinking this, or you, and they say, man, that's just... Why would you drink this and you're not in college anymore? But I will say you need to give it another try for a very light, refreshing drink in the summertime especially. But this isn't the only thing I like. I love lots of different kinds of beer, but if I'm going to sit down and it's just very light and easy to drink.
Right. So. I will say that given their timeline of hopefully moving by Thanksgiving, I'm saving. I've got some apple cider that I canned that I'm saving. So my first cocktail on the porch, not beer, will likely be some kind of apple pie. Really looking forward to that.
What will the floors be made of?
So our main living floor, the first floor, will be concrete, and we're not going to lay anything over top of that. We're still deciding on some kind of design, maybe a stain or stamping. We have to really think about that. I don't want anything with grooves. It's going to be really difficult to clean, but we don't really want it to just be a concrete floor. It has to have a little flair, maybe. Upstairs, probably luxury vinyl. Is what I'm leaning towards.
We have vinyl, plank vinyl in our house currently, and we have liked that, and it's held up well. So I think that's probably what we'll do. Next question is, will you have a storm shelter or bunker? So this is probably one of the most asked questions because in the Midwest, obviously, we do have tornadoes. Normally, most houses have basements for the most part, but we're not doing that, obviously, with such a huge building out here. And luckily, once we dug into the ground and found out we have water down there, that was probably good that we weren't doing the basement. So we are going to do a storm shelter inside of the shop, but we're going to tuck it in kind of behind those stairs, and it will be basically bolted into the floor.
Right, and we'll share details about that. We're working with our builder, solidifying the company and getting everything ready, but it is EF5 rated, so we feel very good about what we're putting in.
How big of a garden space do you plan to have?
So with all of the house planning, making decisions about various things, I haven't really taken the time to sit down and measure that out. I'm really dreaming about a lot of great space. I spent a lot of time kind of companion planting, so making the most of the 10 by 20 we have at home. I'd say for sure an acre. But I also want some orchard place. I want some, I know we have millions of berries, but I would also like strawberries and blueberries and some things like that I want to introduce. So
an acre garden?
Hey, that's on the small side.
Okay. This is news to me, actually. So, next, there were two questions about radiant heat. Will we be doing radiant heat in the floors? So, yes, we are doing, obviously not the upstairs floor, but all of the shop and all of the main first floor will have heated floors in it. So hopefully we can even out in the shop. Hopefully in the winter time we're not going to have it super hot, but it'll at least be comfortable in there. So that was most of the questions. I think we covered pretty much. There were a couple of duplicates in there, so really appreciate you all giving us some questions to talk about on this little porch talk here. And hopefully in this video, I think I'm up to speed now as to where we're at in the build process. Coming in the next few weeks, we're doing a lot of the exterior finishing. Hopefully the windows will be here.
It's really going to come together.
So it's going to look like an exterior finished building, I think, very soon. And so that will be coming in some of the next stuff. Really appreciate you following along with this. Again, check it out on Instagram if you want to see more of a real-time type of thing. And we also do other stories and stuff there as to what's going on here.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.
From the front porch or porch talks?
I'm not talking about pork, dear.
Porch sessions.
From the front porch.
I've been out here by myself all day talking to no one, so I can't speak right now.